These are 6 things that help me build discipline and self-control. If you've been lazy, unmotivated, I understand. I've been there. Whenever I get started, I always feel like watching a productivity video and then learned a bunch of things from there, creating this long to-do list and feel like I could conquer the world. And it never works. It just never works. I will not all of a sudden start working out every day, journal every day, or maybe eating salads 3 times a week. Maybe I could do that for 1 week, maybe a couple of weeks, but it will not last long. It will not last for a year or even for a lifetime. Now, here are 6 things that help me build these routines and habits that help me stay consistent. Last year, I set this goal of working out every day, and I failed miserably. The goal that I set was too grand. It was too vague and it became very unsustainable. That's when I read the book called Mini Habits. You might have heard of another book called Atomic Habit by James Clear, and the idea of this book is very similar. You need to create those small steps, mini habits that will help you achieve your goals in a consistent way. And one thing that resonated with me from this book was this quote: "No steps is too small. Make stupid small steps." Remember that every big project is made of small steps. And now, instead of working out every day, I reframed it to putting on gym clothes twice a week. Sounds much more attainable, much easier to do. And once I put on my gym clothes, I always feel like maybe stretching, maybe exercise a little bit, maybe even walk to the gym. There's this sensation of, if I've put on my gym clothes, might as well do the rest. And it works like wonders to me. That's why I always start with a stupid small step. If you want to start doing yoga, maybe just take out a yoga mat. If you want to start studying for the exams, maybe your small step could be laying out study materials. If you want to read more, you can start with reading 1 page a day, or you can start even smaller. Read 1 sentence of the book a day. Getting started is always the hardest thing to do. So once you get that first small step in, the rest will just start trickling in. It worked really well for me. For a while, I wanted to do deep work, focused work more often. And what I did was writing on a little sticky note, "Stay focused," and stick it on my computer screen. So every time I decide that I need to do deep work, I would go to my laptop or my computer and I see the note that would remind me that this is the time, and I would put my phone away, close all the unnecessary tabs, and the sticky note there just keeps reminding me that I need to stay focused. The reminders could be in different forms. If a Google Calendar or Google Invite helps you do that, 6 p.m. gym time, or 6 p.m. put on the gym clothes time. If you're visual like me, maybe you want a sticky note with a quote, anything that would keep you motivated and start taking action. I love everything that's visual, that I can actually feel with my hands even. So what I do is I print out this little calendar, and every time I hit the gym or work out, I would mark it down here. Gym time, yoga time, exercise time. And it just feels so good to fill out this calendar slowly with the milestones that I've been reaching. And it doesn't have to be the same calendar for you. It can be a list of things you want to cross off. So a cross off list, a check box, whatever it is that just helps elevate your experience. Once you accomplish a milestone, don't forget to reward yourself, because that will make all your accomplishments so much sweeter. What I do is, on my visual calendar, I will even have a little win date. So I have a list of things that I want to win. For me specifically, I want to win things that are kind of unnecessary, but I really want. So instead of making these purchases or things right away when I want them, I just put them on my win list. And unless I accomplish the things that I set myself to do, I will not win it. The first time I did that was getting new gym workout clothes. So unless I work out 3 times a week for the whole month, I wouldn't gain what I wanted to. And it just feels so good to fill out every single step and being closer to that goal and then get what I want by the end of it. And the thing is, it doesn't need to be only once and done, or it's better not to be once and done. It's better if you actually have the next thing on the list and then the next thing on the list, and then you keep winning as you go, and it will help you build better consistency. Remember that it doesn't have to be monetary. It can also be just something that you really truly enjoy. It could be binge watching Netflix for a day. So if you don't want to do it every day, or you feel guilty of doing it, leave it as a reward for yourself instead. So you're not winning it until you're doing something consistently for the whole month, and then that day is your day. And it's like killing two birds with one stone. One is that you're consistently doing something, and two, you're not unnecessarily spending money or unnecessarily being lazy. It's important to have the environment that will keep you motivated. So one thing could be an environment that is away from any distractions. One thing I do is taking my laptop outside to the kitchen area on an empty table and work there, because it helps me that there's nothing within my reach that I could be distracted with. There's no notepads or sticky notes that I could play with that I have on my personal desk. I also put my phone far, far, far away so that I cannot see it, cannot hear it, and I cannot just grab it and start being distracted. The other thing that I could be distracted with are within the computer screen itself. So if I am writing something or I'm working on something, I would close all the irrelevant tabs, making sure that the only window that's open is the one that I'm working with, so I can solely focus on the thing that I'm currently working on. The right environment for you could be just a calming, relaxing atmosphere. So you can put on a little calming music, you can have a little plant, maybe a little candle, anything that helps you work or do the things you want to do. Maybe that's your exercise little area. Just create the environment that would keep you motivated. When I want to start any habits, routines, or when I want to set a goal, I always ask myself, why am I doing this? How will I feel once I accomplish this? And that really helps me staying focused on that end goal, because some days are rough. Some days we are just lazy and unmotivated, and we don't want to do the things that we set ourselves up to do. And if I'm doing the boring task, doing the task that I'm not willing to do today, I would still push myself to do it, knowing that there's the outcome that I'm looking forward to. Focusing on the outcome will help you stay consistent, because you know that all of the things that you're doing now is for something larger. Now you can go and keep thinking about it, or even watch another productivity video, or you can also go and take the first step. Decide on what you want to do and start small. Find the routine that works for you. You can absolutely do it.